Ladies and gentlemen, the President of the United States.
I'd like to ask you all a question that you've probably heard before, that may even sound like a cliche. Do you know where your children are right now? Most likely you do. They're at home or out with their friends or maybe at the movies. But there are scores of other children out there in the canyons of the city, confused, lonely, broke, and very much alone. When you hear some of their stories later in the evening, consider this. Do their parents know where they are right now? Do they know the effect of street life on these children? Would they even recognize them if they saw them tonight?
But I want you to pay particular attention to the faces you're about to see. They don't fall into the convenient stereotype of homeless kids. They're often not pretty. They aren't orphans of the storm with big brown eyes that tug at your heartstrings. The street has toughened them, insulated them with an armor plating that's almost impossible to penetrate. And you have to wonder, are they even aware of what life on the street is doing to them? How the exploitation and abuse that naturally goes with the territory is gradually, inexorably corroding their character and decaying their spirit? Do they realize that in one way or another, each of them is dying?
I'm John Bon Jovi, and I want to talk to you if you're one of the millions of kids who's going to run away this year. Now, maybe you've got a bad situation at home. Maybe you think being on your own is the answer to all your problems. Well, listen, run away and you'll be living on a prayer. You see, out on the streets, there's nothing. There's nothing to eat. There's no place to sleep. There's nobody to help you. There's nothing. Call Covenant House. They can help. That's 1-800 and keep dialing 9. Remember, the street is tough. It's tougher than you are.
Washington, D.C. Millions travel here each year, some for a taste of American history, and others to upset the scales of justice and commit a capital crime, espionage. It is here, more than any other city in the world, that spies have plied their treacherous trade. But you never know it, because these masters of disguise blend in to the fabric of the city. After all, Washington is not just the capital of the USA, it is the spying capital of the world. But now, it's time to walk in the footsteps of top CIA, FBI, and KGB operatives, tread on foreign soil within the city limits in order to save hundreds of lives, visit locations that only appear to be innocent, and stand in the actual spots where double agents did their devious dealings. By the time we finish our tour, you'll see Washington, D.C. through the eyes of a spy.
Welcome back. You're watching America's Best 5-Star Hotels. I love the outdoors. I love to walk in it, love to swim in it, love to hike in it. But I don't like to sleep in it. So the ideal for me would be to stay in a fabulous hotel with breathtaking views all around me. Well, presenting the ideal, the Broadmoor in Colorado Springs, Colorado. When Passport to Europe returns to Seville, we'll discover that sometimes a fan can cost more than an air conditioner. That's next. Next, if you've always said to yourself, gee, I'd go to Europe if only I could surf there, you have no excuse now. Passport to Europe returns to Munich after this. There are actually several puppet performances of this opera in town. Now, there are some liberties taken, but it's great fun, and it gives a whole new meaning to the term, the string section. Now, if you decide to treat yourself to a trip to Latin America and only check out the A destinations, I promise you, you are missing out on what truly makes these locations special. Time after time, what is most memorable for me is simply being with real people, right? Seeing how they live, work, play, and laugh every day of their lives. And just about everything I've been doing, anyone can do. Well, not everyone would go down to southern Chile and put themselves in a vat of king crabs. But you know what I'm talking about.
Dog news tonight. Spanieling the globe to bring you the latest news about dogs, for dogs, and by dogs. Dateline, Northern California. A dramatic rescue this afternoon as Beowulf, a handsome 4-year-old Siberian husky, resourcefully commandeered a nearby hang glider and intercepted in midair a middle-aged human who had clumsily fallen off a cliff. Beowulf then heroically floated to safety with his heavy cargo and was rewarded with some yummy table scraps and a nice tickle under his chin. The human was not injured. Dateline, Massachusetts. The 19th annual Human Agility Trials were held today, and once again Dexter, the local favorite, took top honors as his human, a Dutch-Irish mix named John Vanderslice, passed the leg-weaving event with flying colors. The human was less successful with the backflip event, no matter how often he was shown how easily it's done.
Remember an old cartoon where a single flea was making a poor dog absolutely miserable, how he was using pickaxes and jackhammers and dynamite, and the dog didn't dare scratch because if he did, he'd be thrown out of the house? No, I guess you're right. It wasn't that funny, was it? If every dog only had 1 or 2 fleas to deal with, maybe we could manage the infestation problems. But here's the alarming truth. If that single flea is a female, she can lay up to 2,000 eggs in her lifetime. 2,000 more potential fleas in the world per mother. So you can see how serious the problem can be.
How can I see my world more clearly? People all over the world ask us that because they trust us. They know our name. They've grown up with it. And they can see that vision care is who we are. And healthy vision is what we are about. That means it goes far beyond our contact lenses. It means a commitment to a lifetime of clear, healthy vision. A lifetime from the day you were born. And you can see our success on the faces of the people who trust the products we provide. Everyone, everywhere, every day. We are the world leader in healthy vision, and we are with you for life. We are Johnson & Johnson Vision Care. What if is now.
Is it indeed possible for a hotel to have a significant impact on the history and culture of a great American city? With its dramatic Art Deco towers still soaring over Park Avenue in New York City, the Waldorf Astoria literally defined what a hotel could be. It established the hotel as a social and cultural epicenter. It brought grandeur and elegance to 2 Manhattan neighborhoods and changed their culture forever. It refined and perfected the art of hospitality to such a degree that their guests can be assured that nothing is impossible at the Waldorf. If anything, the passage of time has deepened the grace and elegance of this landmark treasure, as, to this day, it continues to create history. It is the legendary hotel of New York City. It is the Waldorf Astoria. It is truly host to the world.
From the blackness of 100 million nights, from uncounted millions of light years away,
Boys and girls, I come from the planet Lip Sync. I'm sure you'd all like to know something about our new entertainment miracle, lip misreading. How it works, does it hurt? Well, the best way I can describe it to you is to tell you that we make our lips absolutely weird and contrived. Adverbs, pronouns, adjectives, so you believe you can read our lips even though we are saying something else.
amazing.
Well, I have to go now. I'd love to stay, but I haven't paid my electric bill.
Going mental.
Oh, and I want to say one personal note to the guest of honor, Peter Grace. I hope you enjoy your dinner, Peter. The fork cost $500.